What up, y'all? It's Boxing IQ here with another boxing prediction. This time for the main event of the Floyd Mayweather fight versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. And this is the fight that people have been waiting to see, which I personally didn't think would get made this soon because of the youth, the experience factor, and just I didn't think it'd get made. Um, so let's start it off here. We got Floyd Mayweather, well known to all boxing, 44-0, 26 KOs, versus Canelo Alvarez, 42-0, 30 KOs. This is a really interesting fight. It's being fought at 152. Um, we got youth versus experience, power puncher versus boxer. It it spells for an entertaining fight. And I think we're definitely going to get into an entertaining fight, especially the way Mayweather's been fighting as of late. So let's start off. We got Floyd Mayweather. Um, One thing, older now, experienced. If you look at his resume, from the time he was at 130 pounds and up, you can recognize every name on his resume. He's fought everybody in the division, regardless if you like him as a person, his style. Um, he is the best right now. He's definitely the best right now. His style's uh, pure boxer. As of late, though, probably from the time he fought Marquez and up, he's been a little bit focused on that on offense, a little bit more. And I mean, he said so himself. These are his last fights that he's going to be coming into. He wants to make the most money possible, and he wants to go out, you know, at his best. He wants to go out proving that he's the best. He will not duck or dodge anyone, and so far he's done that. Um, we got Canelo Alvarez, a boxer puncher. Um, Throws a lot of combinations, throws from all angles, and has a really solid style. This fight's interesting. I'm not sure who to choose, just because, man, it's hard to go against Floyd Mayweather. Every time I've picked against him, he wins, and he wins pretty dang convincingly. I mean, he's rarely lost a round. He makes you look bad. He frustrates you. Uh, he hits you with the right hand and is gone. So it makes for an interesting fight. Here's the thing: Mayweather has seen this come forward boxer puncher style so many times. I mean, Diego Corrales, Carlos Baldemir, Miguel Cotto, Robert Guerrero, Oscar de la Hoya. I mean, he's seen this so many times that I don't think Canelo Alvarez brings much of a difference, especially being that, what they're banking on is experience, youth, and power. One, the experience factor, you have to give it to Mayweather because like I said, he's seen this style. The youth factor, yes, definitely. Canelo's working on fresher legs, but Mayweather hasn't been one to take punishment in the ring. He takes care of himself. He's a young 36. Just like Marquez has been able to do it. Mayweather maybe even more so because you haven't seen him cut, you haven't seen him hurt, if very often. You haven't seen him down. The power factor. Yes, I think Canelo has more power, especially at that weight class, but I don't think it's as devastating as people are saying, where it's going to be a one punch knockout of Floyd Mayweather. Because I'm guessing that he has similar pop to Mosley. I mean, Mayweather's faced punchers. He's faced De La Hoya, Oscar, Corrales. Those were all people who were knocking people out in their time. So I don't think that's going to be a big difference. the strength factor, you know, is interesting because every time I've said that Floyd Mayweather is going to get bullied, especially in his last two fights against Guerrero and Cotto, he hasn't. He's come in looking just as big as his opponents, and I think those, what is it? They're fighting at 52, so those few extra pounds that Floyd Mayweather is going to be adding, I think it's going to help him. I just think he can adjust to that because he's a little bit taller than Canelo, and he's deceiving in his strength, and I think Canelo's going to be surprised by that. Um, I have Mayweather winning by a unanimous decision. I want to go with Canelo. I like his style. He seems like a good guy. I just think Floyd Mayweather has seen this too many times. I think at this level and at this age, um, Canelo hasn't seen enough opposition. He's only stepped up, in his last couple fights. He's made that jump to where he's at the top of the division, but he has not fought the best of the best. He hasn't fought in this magnitude of a fight, and I just think that that's going to get the best of him. Short video, but I hope and I think everybody's going to have the same prediction as me. Mayweather unanimous decision. I look forward to an entertaining fight. I hope Canelo does good. And till the next one, guys.